This is the year you say you would start investing. So let's talk about this. What is the right order to invest your money, and are you really ready? Is that the best decision for you at this time? I talk to a lot of people who genuinely want to invest, but they're either overwhelmed, some say it's too difficult, some feel it's too late, and some don't even know how to start, the right order to start. And they just jump straight to the exciting stuff like, buying Apple, buying Microsoft, Nvidia, crypto, because that's what they hear about. That's what they hear about from many people, And investing would only work when your life is steady enough to carry it. So let us talk about the smartest order to invest your money. And don't worry, we'll get to the fun stuff. But there is an order you should follow. Number one, before you start investing, have a peace of mind fund sitting somewhere, sitting in a high interest or high returns yielding account. It doesn't have to be impressive at the start. Even if it is just £1,000 or £2,000, whatever amount, just have it set aside. According to research from Step Change Debt Charity, nearly 1 in 4 UK adults have no savings to fall back on in a crisis. This basically means that millions of people, they lack the financial stability needed before investing. You should not invest without this peace of mind fund sitting somewhere. This is what some people call emergency fund. And this is simply the money that protects you from panicking when emergency comes up. It protects you from borrowing. It protects you from begging in emergencies. And you should make sure that this money is in an account that is easily accessible, such that you can get your money in 24 to 48 hours in case of any emergencies. It is advised that you have this fund in place before investing because you don't know when emergencies will come. And if you don't have this money in place, you may be forced to sell your stocks investment during emergencies. And at that time, the stock prices may have fallen and you'll be pulling out at a loss. So this is an important step before you begin your investment journey. Number 2, clear out your expensive debt. If you have any, clear it out. Trying to invest while carrying high interest debt is what we call negative arbitrage. The math is just against you. With a negative arbitrage, your money is growing slower on one side and leaking faster on the other side. And I say this all the time with people trying to invest while carrying, high credit card debts or expensive loans. I think it's like pouring water into a bucket with a big hole at the bottom. If your investment is growing at, say, 8%, let's say you're invested in S&P 500, and your debt is costing you 20%, you're not moving forward because the high interest debt keeps dragging. And the more it drags, the more you pay as interest. So clearing that high debt is very important. Attack it aggressively. Reduce pressure from that angle, and then you can start investing. Number 3, get your full employer pension match. This is one of the smartest investment moves that you can make, especially if you're employed. This is free money. Literally free money that most people ignore. If your employer says, we will match your contribution up to a certain percentage, you should be contributing at least that percentage. This is because the moment your money goes in, your employer adds theirs. That's an instant 100% return. This is something no stock or crypto can guarantee consistently. According to a UK workplace pension report of 2025, almost 4 in 10, which is 37% of employees, say that they take advantage of employer pension contribution matching. This is where employers promise to match pound for pound additional contributions paid by employees up to a limit. And it goes on to say more men take this than women. My gender, let's take advantage of this free money. This report means that 67% employees are not taking up this advantage. And this means they're leaving money on the table. The article goes on to say that employees using the employer pension contribution matching are more likely to expect a higher standard of living in retirement compared to those who don't use employer contribution matching. This is low-hanging fruit. So make a note today to discuss this with your HR and take the necessary steps to join the 37% getting full employer pension match. And on top of your employer's contribution, you also benefit from tax relief. When you contribute to a pension, the money usually goes in before your tax is taken. So instead of paying income tax on the money, it goes straight into your pension. Does this mean you have escaped tax? You don't escape tax forever. You only shift when and how you pay it. And that is usually a very huge advantage. So you don't pay income tax when the money goes into your pension, and the money can grow, tax-free, no capital gains tax, no dividend tax while it's been invested. And then at retirement, you can usually take 25% tax-free, and then the remaining 75% is taxed as income. And even this 75%, you have the opportunity to control how much you can withdraw each year at retirement. So it stays within the lower tax bands. So before thinking about putting your money in stocks, take this, I call it low hanging fruit first. Take it first. So now let's get to number 4. This is where you actually enter into the stock market. And what I always say is invest in low cost index funds. These funds give you broad market exposure. And this means instead of betting on just one company or a couple of companies, you own a slice of hundreds or even thousands of businesses at once. The most common ones are S&P 500 Index Fund, FTSE All World, or MSCI World. They automatically spread your money across industries, across countries, and across different economies. The real power of index fund comes from their low fees and their long-term maintenance. Study after study shows that most professional fund managers and individual stock pickers, they fail to beat the market consistently. So stop trying to beat the market, just buy index fund. I made a video on why you should not buy stocks and rather go for index fund. You should see this video. I will link it here. Depending on where you are, depending on where you're resident, search brokerage platform in your country and you can start to invest in one index fund. Do this consistently every month. It is just simple. Boring maybe, but trust me, it's the best way to start. I should also add that you should start with the tax advantaged accounts where available. In the UK, for example, these are accounts where the government gives you legal tax breaks to help your money grow faster. This is called the Stocks and Shares ISA. I think in Canada, this is TFSA. This account shields your investment from capital gains tax. So whatever you gain from your investments is 100% yours to keep. You do not have to pay tax on it. Once you've set up your investments, one of the smartest things to do is to automate them. Don't rely on your willpower or, I'll remember, I wouldn't forget. No, don't do that. Set up a direct debit or automatic transfer so money goes straight from your bank into your investment accounts. And this ensures that you invest consistently. No matter how busy life gets for you or no matter how the stock markets behave, you are investing on a monthly basis. Then number 5, this is where the fun stuff starts. Only after you have built a solid foundation should you start thinking about bigger moves. Things like optimizing your investment returns, refining your portfolio, or carefully exploring slightly higher risk strategies. And this is the part where people just jump straight into, they don't consider all my earlier points, they just jump straight to stock picking without the basics in place. And that's how mistakes creep in. If you're watching this and you're thinking, I want to invest, but I don't want to get this wrong, and I need some handholding, that's where Wealth Quarters come in. We remove that fear of, what if I lose my money? And we replace it with some confidence, some clarity. It's a financial learning platform and community. So you're not doing this alone. You learn alongside, others on the same journey as you. You ask real questions. You make informed decisions and you grow your money steadily. If that sounds like something you would like, check it out today. I'll leave the link in the description box. When you invest in the right order, you're consciously, intentionally taking calculated moves. You're taking control of your money. You don't need to do all those things at once. Trust me. You just need to do the next right thing. If you're thinking, is it too late for me to start? I'm in my 40s, I'm in my 50s. Then you should see my next video and I'll see you there.